So I recently just did a haul at Target of all E.L.F. makeup. There's a few things I've already tried, but a couple things that we'll be trying today on camera together. E.L.F. has really stepped up their game with their products, and they're so inexpensive and they're innovative too, so I'm super excited to try some of these things and share them with you. So I already tightlined my lashes, which I do every day, and I'll do a video on that soon. And now I'm going to prime my eyes with their eyelid primer. It's sheer, and it has a little doe foot, which I really like because it's super easy to apply. I've actually been using this product the last week, and I really like it. I always prime my eyelids. I don't use a concealer. And I like this one a lot because it's sheer, has that doe foot, and it's super long wearing, or well, it works is what I'm trying to say. It keeps my shadows from creasing or my eyelids looking oily, and it does counteract a little bit of the redness I have on my eyelids. And it's, of course, everything is inexpensive. I'll link everything below, but I really am liking this. This might be my new eyelid primer from now on. Please excuse my hair. I just washed it, and it does not want to cooperate. It's incredibly bouncy, which, yeah, it looks pretty, but it's not doing what I want it to do. So my next product I'm going to use are these little E.L.F. eyeshadow palettes. They're $3. I got 3 of them, actually. I got a green one as well, because I love green. I haven't used that one yet, but I've been using these 2 already, and they are really, really good. Again, $3. This is the Cream and Sugar palette we'll be using today. And I'm going to just take a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to take this kind of transition-y color, and I'm going to sit that in the crease. They do have a little bit of fallout, like when I touch the pan. I don't know if you can kind of see that there, but it doesn't really bother me because it's $3. And the payoff is pretty good. I mean, it's not like a super dark transition color, but it sets the primer and helps soften all the shadow on top of it. So it's really nice. It's a good color, and I bet you on somebody with a little bit of darker skin than me too, you'd see it more. For me, it's almost like the same color as my skin. So before I move on to the shadows, again, I'm going to use this E.L.F. liquid shadow, which I'll link what it is below. Oh, it's called Galaxy is the color. I'm not sure what it's called, but I've also used this already too. And it's like this really pretty, almost bronzy brown. So it's not super warm. It's really nice. So I'm just going to paint it against my lash line. And then I'm just going to take like a small pencil brush and just buff it out a bit. Super easy. You can wear this on its own too if you want. And they have a bunch of colors in this, but this color really intrigued me because it's something I can wear all the time. They have like blue and green, but look how pretty that is. Now we're going to take the shadows we have. I'm going to take the darkest brown with that same pencil brush and get really close to the lash line right on top of that. So it just softens it. There we go. It's just so pretty. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now, with more of like a fluffy compacted brush, I'm going to take the darker shimmer And I'm going to place that not so close to the lash line, but between your crease and your lid. So you're meeting the crease and the lid together and softening that up with some shimmer. So it's seamless. But so you have that gradient of dark to light to lighter. And these are just such nice shadows. I keep on grabbing them every day when I'm putting my makeup on. And affordable, and this is just so like a quick, easy eye too. Like you don't need to have that other liquid shadow and you get a full eye look. And we're going to take the champagne shimmer at the end. So we're still going to use that. So I also got their liquid liner. There it is. It's the HTO Proof Eyeliner Pen Jet Black. I'm just going to get really, really close to the lash line just to intensify, but not like give any thickness, if you can kind of tell. And I like to get it right in that little like meat of the eye so that the line goes all the way through. Something, of course, fell in my closet as I'm filming. But then you can see that it just intensifies it, but doesn't add too much drama. Like it's still wearable. And then I'm going to take that pencil brush again with the dark brown, and then I'm just going to go right along where I did that, just to smoke it out a bit so it's not as harsh. I just want it to look really pretty and blown out, but not super dramatic. So there you go, that's mostly the eye look. And super easy, blendable, inexpensive. So let's move on to the face. So I always like to start with an eye cream before I do my eye makeup, or my face makeup. And this is the E.L.F. one. I've actually had this for a while, I really like it. And it's the Holy Hydration Eye Cream with hyaluronic acid and peptides. So this preps your under eye. Also can like get rid of all that fallout. I probably use more eye cream than I should, but I mean, I'm fine with that. Move it down to my cheeks. So now there's no more fallout and we're hydrated. And then a little pot. And E.L.F. has a ton of skincare now with great ingredients in it. So if you're somebody who wants to really start a skincare regimen and doesn't want to spend a lot of money, try the E.L.F. products. I really like that eye cream. Also, if there's something you want to add to your regimen, but of course you don't want to spend a lot of money, grab one of them. Try it out. It's great. And speaking of Target haul, my Celsius from Target. I can't live without them now, my Celsiuses. Thanks to my friend Maggie. Okay, so this next product I am obsessed with. It's the Sun Touchable Whoa Glow 30 Broad Spectrum Sun Protection and Makeup Primer. I've been using this all week. I love it. So you gotta use SPF, of course. And so every day I wear one, whether it's in my makeup or my primer beforehand or my moisturizer or both. It's very important. But this one, like, first of all, inexpensive, gives you this amazing glow. And it just looks like healthy, glowing skin. It's prepping you for makeup and SPF. It's just, I love it. I love the way it smells. There's not really a intense smell to it, but it smells like skincare, which I love that. It smells almost like luxurious. It doesn't pill. It's just, it's really nice. I'm really loving it. I love the way it wears under makeup. And I also like the way it just looks by itself. So even the days I don't want to wear face makeup or anything, just throw it on. It's really nice. And they've got a good amount of product in here too. And this one's called Sunbeam. I love it. Okay, so this next product is the Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Glow Booster for Radiant Skin. So this is the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Filter. This is the second lightest color. It looks so tan to me. It's a little orangey on my skin. So I might need number 1, but they were out of it at my Target, so I grabbed this. Yeah, shade 2, Fair Light, whatever. It is a great dupe for it. I mean, I love this product so much. And so to find a more inexpensive one is great, especially for my friends and family who don't want to spend that money but want that look. Get this. Same huge doe foot. I just place it on my cheeks. I think it's a little less, the other one's not watery, but it's a little bit easier to get on the skin. Like this is a little bit more of a, doesn't glide as well, but still has the same effect. So I like to just put it, of course, in the places where I want to look dewy, which are my cheeks, a little bit on my nose sometimes. And then I'm just going to buff that out. I mean, once I buff it out, it's not as orange, but you can definitely see that it's not exactly my color, but it's okay. Once we have foundation and bronzer and everything on it, it'll be fine. And I'll have to find number 1 for sure. But everybody wants it. I get it. So when you see your color, grab it, because they go fast. Alrighty, perfect. See how it just like, that area just glows now, and it's tacky and ready for makeup. So this I haven't used before. We're trying this together for the first time, and this is the Satin Finish Flawless Satin Foundation by E.L.F. And it says medium coverage. I usually like a medium to light coverage, so we'll see. Little pump, which I love. We'll see about the color too, because I didn't really, what color did I grab? I don't even know if it says it. 120 Pearl, if you're wondering. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 little pumps. We're just going to dot it on my face. Get the areas where I need the most coverage. You might not even need 2 pumps, because now I still have a little bit to use and I don't really know if I need it, but we're going to try it out. I'm just going to use the same brush as a Rare Beauty brush that I used to do the primer. So the color seems okay. See how, yeah, it definitely has a medium coverage to it. Especially, and it's not like super easy to glide, but that's probably because of the coverage. Like, it's not as like liquidy. Oh well, definitely, like, it's definitely that satin finish. I almost feel like all of this is now kind of gone. Which is fine, you can always add glow, but if you're oily or acne prone, you'd like this. And I don't know if everybody likes a full matte coverage anymore. It's kind of not the thing, so this satin is probably a good little hybrid for oily skin without looking too flat. Yeah, it has, you know what, for, I don't remember how much this is, but I want to say like $6, $6 to $10. That is really good coverage. And I'm pretty dry all around here right now, and it's not really sticking to those areas. Yeah, so this is actually pretty impressive. And it has like a really pretty finish. It's definitely more satin, matte, but for the areas where you have texture, that's really good, because look at like my pores look really amazing right now. And there's pretty good coverage where I'm scarred. Yeah. Okay, I really, so far, really like that. It's really nice. Okay, so the next product is their concealer I grabbed. And this is the Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. Another satin finish, which I like for my face. I don't always like from under my eyes. But I've used this a couple times, and it is heavy duty. At least I think it is. So usually I do like a swipe and a swipe. I can't really do that with this. I was like trying to blend it out for so long. So I'm just gonna kind of do one dink and a dink. And we're gonna start with that and see if that blends out a little easier, because it was a struggle. But do you see that it has tons of coverage? Yeah, so much coverage, and it really doesn't look dry. Under the eye is such a tricky spot, because you have the finest skin and the finest lines under there, and things just like to sit and hang out. But if you prep your eyes correctly, you take care of them, then they should look okay. And I think that this looks okay. I mean, it's definitely not the concealer I'm gonna grab, but it's, if I have really bad dark circles or something, then yeah. But it's good. And it's really good for covering problem spots, because it is that satin finish and it has a good amount of coverage. I just don't know if it's the best for under my eye. I think if you have a lot of pigment under there, which I have more redness than I do like dark circles, so usually something lighter works fine. And I have noticed that the skin under my eyes is definitely getting really crepey. And as much as you do to fix that, it's just aging, it's everything. It's how you sleep. It's, doing this every day. Even though I'm being light and tapping, you're still pulling at your skin constantly. So, don't give yourself such a hard time if it's not perfect, because nothing's perfect. We just do the best we can. Okay, the headband's on because my hair's driving me crazy. And it's not like staying out of my face, so bear with me, everybody. So my next thing is going to be the putty bronzer, because I love to use a cream bronzer before I set my face and use more powder products. And I really like this. It's a really good color, and you can't really overdo it. It's pretty dry. And I like that it's called putty, because it kind of gives, it's not like a cream. But do you see how it doesn't really give a ton of payoff at first? Which, for myself, I am pretty heavy-handed. And I try really hard not to be, but this kind of keeps me from doing that, which is not the best because I have to work so hard, but then it's kind of foolproof. And I also think that you can't use this one if you have any pigment in your skin. I am the color of the wall behind me, so you can see it. But imagine having any sort of tan or anything. You wouldn't see it. So it's just kind of good as like a bronzer primer. But it doesn't leave you super shiny either, which I like, because sometimes you don't want to look super dewy. So I like it. Will I purchase it again? I don't think so. Am I gonna use it? Yeah. Again, it's super inexpensive. It's like you don't feel super guilty trying these things out and not liking them because they didn't really break the bank. And now I'm gonna do the putty blush. And what color is this one? Does it say? Tahiti. I'm gonna use that same brush. And I haven't used this yet. So let's see. Yeah, kind of the same thing as the putty bronzer, where it doesn't give a, like, look at what I'm doing. Oh wait. Okay, that's a little more. Okay, so you have to be super aggressive to get any color. Which is, I guess, fine. It's just kind of annoying. But again, you can't screw up then. It's really pretty. Just kind of a very classic looking blush color, which I like. But again, not a lot of payoff. Probably wouldn't buy that again. But I'll use it. If you're like wanting something very subtle or you're new to makeup, then these products, these two putty things, will be good because they're very soft looking, kind of get you started in makeup. So my next product is going to be their setting powder, I think it is. Oh yeah, Prime and Stay Finishing Powder, Fairlight. So let's see how this goes. A little bit of fallout, I don't know if you can see, but whatever. I'm just going to set everything I did, especially my under eyes. I want to make sure that that concealer stays, doesn't move, doesn't crease, so we don't have funky looking under eyes all day. So I don't know if you can tell in here, but I can tell in the mirror, like I look, it's a little powdery, but it looks pretty airbrushed, which is nice. Like it looks really soft. So it's probably go to Canvas now to add my powder bronzer. This is Primer Infused Blush, Forever Sunkiss. So maybe they just call it blush, but this is a bronzer, right? I like that they're primer infused because usually primer softens everything and also keeps things on a long time. So we're going to use that. This actually had a little bit more color payoff than the other products. No, way more color payoff. But yeah, I am looking a little powdery. And it might be because everything I'm using besides this was kind of like a satin finish. And I used to want to look matte like this all the time because, you know, being acne prone, you don't ever want to look shiny. You don't want anything to bring out your texture. And so satin or matte looks better. But now the trend is, you know, glowy, healthy looking skin. So this is just not what I've been doing. I don't really mind it. It's just not my favorite. Especially since I've kind of gotten my acne, knock on wood, under control, that I can kind of not worry about that as much. Okay, they look pretty bronzed. Again, not a ton of color payoff, but you have to work at it a bit. It's fine. I didn't get like a highlighter or anything, so let's move on. This is the Wow Brow color. I want to say it's blonde. And I've been using this too. So it's pretty blonde, pretty ashy. But for me as a redhead, when I get some redhead products, they are way too red, way too orange. And I don't usually like it if they're too deep. I want them to be full looking and natural looking. So usually if I get something that's a little bit more ashy, it kind of works. Like you see, it still looks like my hair, but it doesn't have like that fake red color. It's kind of hard to find the perfect red-headed color for your brows. At least for me it has been, or maybe I just don't like the way it looks. But I think that getting the blonde products for red hair, or for red brows, usually helps. Like look, it doesn't look fake. And I like this little brush. I've actually been grabbing this to do my brows lately. And sometimes they look a little too thick, so I just kind of take a Q-tip, carve them out a bit. Because the product can sometimes get everywhere, but I don't like them to look too over the top. Yeah. But yeah, I really like that brow product. Next, I am going to do my lashes. So I'm going to curl them. And I've been using this mascara for a while now, the Lash Beats Defining Lengthening Mascara, and I really like it. I always grab it. I love the little brush. And I just get right in there and wiggle it a bit. They don't look spidery, they just look thick and black. And of course, I don't pull it all the way through though either. But again, it's an inexpensive, great mascara. And mascaras go bad so often, so fast, that I don't always like to spend a lot of money on mascaras. I'd rather spend money on things that last a little longer. And this is just really, really nice. And then we're also going to take that champagne color from our little cream and sugar palette. If I can open it. And my little pencil brush. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so we're going to do the little inner corner here. It'll just could brighten the eye up. This little palette is just, it's so nice. And I still can't get over that it's $3. So I'm going to use this as my highlighter since I didn't get a highlighter. I don't know if you just heard goo out there. Hanging out on the couch. Okay, let's do this right here. Yeah, look at that. This little palette is really amazing to me. I really love it. I'm so happy I have it. Look how nice that is. I'll just like buff that in a bit. And if you want to be a little fancy, you can do it right under the brow. Look at that, just like that subtle glow. Like, all this makeup is very good everyday makeup. Makeup to go to work, daytime. Then you can kind of jazz it up a bit too with other products. So the other palette I got is Truffles. So if you get this product, then you can kind of zhuzh it up a bit. And you can take the black. And you can just deepen that lash line. See, look how that just kind of added something to it. You can kind of wing it out a bit. And of course, because I don't like anything too harsh, I'm going to take that brown palette, the brown color in that palette, pencil brush, and soften that. See, look. So I used 2 palettes. $3 each, $6, 8 color palette. But I did get a little bit of fallout. So let's just mess with that a bit. Alrighty. So I usually tint my lips while I'm doing my makeup with something, but I really just wanted to use all E.L.F. products today. So I'm using this Spicy Sienna. So like, they remind me of the YSL kind of lip stains. I don't know if you've used those before. Oh, I literally had all this makeup on my hand and I wiped it and then I was like, why are my lips so dry looking? Come on. Let's try this again. All right. And I've worn this before. I really like this. They're really moisturizing, these. And they make a few colors of them. And they feel really comfortable. You can kind of mat it out a bit. Yeah, look how pretty that is. And it does stain, so like as it wears, you'll still have that wash of red, which I really, really like. Okay, there you have it. That is my Target E.L.F. haul. My whole face is E.L.F. Everything's super inexpensive and wearable and good, actually. Everything was good. Some things might not work for me, but everything was good. So definitely grab some of these products. They're super inexpensive, good quality, and also fun. If you want to add something to your collection and you're like, I don't want to go spend a bunch of money at Sephora, run to Target. Everyone wants an excuse to go to Target, right? Grab some of these things, try it out. They're great. I think that my standout products are definitely this Low Glow, this primer SPF. I love it. I really, really love it. I definitely have been using this a lot lately and I will continue to use it. What else? These little chiclets right here. I love these. I really love this cream and sugar one, which I'm really surprised by because I don't know, these two are so light and usually I like everything a little dark, but it just makes the prettiest eye look and easy. You don't have to think about it. Ooh, and where is that liquid eyeshadow? Oh, here it is. That liquid eyeshadow I use, I love this. I want to grab a couple more colors. It's such a pretty color. And of course, I've been using this for a while. If you've watched anything on my channel or my TikTok, Instagram, whatever, you know that I love this. So definitely try them out. And my sister actually uses the setting spray and she really loves it. I should have grabbed that. My mom bought it too and she really loves it. It would probably help with how like satin this skin looks too. so that you would do it up a bit. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment. I'm loving doing this and love doing it with you. So thank you. Bye.